Before that, today, a trip to D.C. for the family of a man from Dansville held captive overseas by the Taliban. Trauma and worry wear on Anna Corbett. It's now been more than a year and a half since her husband Ryan was taken captive. She still has hope and the will to fight. Here's Teresa Marcinburg.
Anna Corbett and New York Congresswoman Claudia Tenney stopped by the News 8 studio on their way to Washington, D.C. Thursday, President Joe Biden is expected to address the economy and the conflicts in Gaza and Ukraine, but they're hoping to bring attention to Anna's fight for the Taliban to release her husband from an Afghan prison.
At the State of the Union, and we're hoping that will bring international notoriety to this case and put some more pressure on the Taliban in Afghanistan to release Ryan where he belongs, and that is home with his family.
Anna says when Ryan left Dansville in August of 2022, it was the second time the businessman had returned to Afghanistan since the whole family initially fled in 2021 when the Taliban took control.
We lived in Afghanistan almost 12 years as a family. We really cared for the people. He had a great business going that was helping a lot of local families survive.
There are a number of humanitarian organizations like the one that Ryan was running in Afghanistan right now.
In addition to counting the days that he's been gone, Anna counts the calls. Just 42 minutes that she's been able to speak with Ryan, whom she says is being held in a basement cell without regular access to a bathroom, sunlight, or medical care.
As far as I know, he hasn't been seen by a doctor, and so at least when I spoke with him, he was alive, but I am still very concerned for his health.
Do you know when you're going to get the call, when you're able to speak to him?
It's not what you would imagine. It's very stressful. Like, when people hear about it, they're like, wow, that's amazing. You got to hear his voice. And on the one hand, it's good to hear his voice, but I miss him so much. It just brings up a lot of trauma. And as you were asking, sometimes we have warning about it. This last one is 5:50 in the morning, and it was the first thing that I woke up to, and so I ran to the kids, and so I don't always know, and that's what's challenging about this situation. It's almost 19 months of just constant uncertainty, and it's just exhausting.